Hi everyone, this is Donnie Lowy from CloseoutExplosion.com. I hope you're doing well today. So I would like to give you an introduction to what I do. So my business, Closeout Explosion, is primarily a wholesale and export business. And what I do is I specialize in overstock from department stores, in overstock from brands, in buyouts of stores, in overstock from wholesalers, in shelf pulls, in bankruptcy buys, in auction buys, and liquidation buys. And I like to focus on brand name merchandise. The reason I focus on brand name merchandise and clothing more specifically is because there's a very big market for brand names and designer wear throughout the world. When you sell non-branded merchandise, you can sell at a very low price, but then it's a race to the bottom as far as price. You're going to be competing with Chinese importers who are manufacturing the merchandise, and they will sometimes even sell it at a loss just to establish a customer. But when you sell brand name and designer wear, then you are rising above the private label level and you're selling something more unique, which people want. Now, especially now that the internet is so prevalent and so many people are on Facebook. I believe there's 1 billion users on Facebook. Then there's people all over the world who are exposed to all the brand names, and there's a very big desire on the behalf of consumers to have brand name merchandise. Now, one of the ways that I'm able to supply brand name merchandise at below the wholesale price to my customers is by getting overstock from department stores. That enables me to get merchandise at below the wholesale cost and also sell it at below wholesale cost. Now, of course, since it's overstock merchandise from a department store, it could be merchandise from a previous season. So it's a trade-off. Some of the merchandise, let's say, will consist of a Tahari dress that came out to the market 3 months ago. So it's not the latest style that came out, but I'm able to sell that dress for as low as $20 a dress, sometimes less, sometimes more, depending on the quantity that customers are buying. For instance, I'll buy pallets of overstock shoes. It's the same idea. I'll have shoes from a previous season, but they'll be brand name shoes like Nine West, Steve Madden, Calvin Klein, and so on, and I'll sell them as low as $15 a pair. Now, keep in mind that, depending when you watch this video, my inventory will have changed, my prices can fluctuate, I'll have different closeouts. Now, I do also carry private label merchandise because there are customers who specifically want private label merchandise. There are actually customers who will buy both the brand name merchandise and the private label merchandise. They will put it together, and this way they'll be able to sell to all of their customers. Some customers can afford the brand name merchandise, some cannot. Some don't want the brand name merchandise. Some want merchandise based just on the fashion or on the color or the style of the merchandise. So those are all factors you want to keep in mind. So while I prefer to sell brand name and designer wear, there's also a market for private label merchandise. Alright, my website is CloseoutExplosion.com, and you are welcome to visit my warehouse. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. Thank you very much and have a great day.